Hey guys, I want to do a little VR for Kentucky Woodsman. He's having a giveaway, and he wants to see your preferred methods for sharpening a knife. When it comes to knife sharpening, I agree with Chris. There's no right or wrong way to do it, as long as you end up with a sharp knife, because that's the objective of knife sharpening, to get a sharp knife. Anyways, these are the three main items that I use to get my knife sharp. I have a diamond hone that came from Harbor Freight. I think you can get these on sale for about 10 bucks, and it's well worth the money. You got 4 different grits. I've just about wore out the 600 and the 200 grit on that one. And if I want to get down to a fine edge just with stones, I'll do the diamond set. And I got the Smith's Tri-Hone. It has the medium and fine Arkansas stones. I'll go to these after I get done with the diamond stones, and then you'll have a razor sharp edge. It has this man-made stone on here also, which is a coarse stone, but I don't use it too much. It's kind of got a little bit of a belly in it for me using it. And then a butcher steel. I used to work in a small meat processing plant in high school. I learned how to use a steel. And I know I don't see too many people on YouTube using a butcher steel. It's a really great way to sharpen a knife. Do a little bit of demonstration for you. I've done this before with a cheap kitchen knife, but I have my favorite knife, which is a Mora Mickey. And right now, I don't know if it's going to focus, but it's shaving sharp. It's taking the hair right off my arms. And I'll take a rock, and this goes against everything I believe in, but I'm just going to show y'all what you can do with a butcher steel. And run that edge right across the rock, and now it's completely ruined. It's flat. It's not going to do anything. You can actually work the edge back with a steel in a pretty short amount of time. I no longer see a flat edge on it. Let's see what we can do here. Shaving sharp again. Let me see if I can get up closer here, make sure it's focusing. I don't know. I can't even tell. There's too much light out here. And I do got more hair on my right arm than my left. That's there. Taking the hair right off. So I am a firm believer in using a butcher steel. They can be a little bit tricky to get used to. You don't have to go fast. Hold your steel out. You want to be a slightly higher angle than what the blade was put on a stone at. Go down, and you go to the other side, the same angle. You can go just as slow as this, so it'll sharpen that knife. It may just take a little bit longer to get it done. So there's a butcher steel for you. One of my favorite ways to sharpen a knife. There's something I wanted to add right quick about a steel. You're still going to have to use stones. What a steel does is it straightens out your edge, or realigns your edge. I know I hit it on that rock a while ago and then completely flattened my edge out, but there was still an edge there, and that's what I did with the steel, was straighten that edge back out. Eventually your edge will wear completely out, and you won't be able to get it sharp on a steel anymore, and you'll have to go back to stones to get it back down to a final edge. So I don't want somebody to go out and buy a steel thinking that's just going to end all their sharpening problems because it won't. You're still going to have to sharpen it on a stone now and then, but with a steel you can touch up an edge very fast, and you want to go to a stone nearly as often. And on machetes, I love my machetes too. This is a knife my grandfather made the blade several years ago, and he passed away back in September, and I inherited some of the blades and stuff and some of his leather working tools, which I really treasure. I put a handle on this knife last week out of some oak that I cut in the backyard. Turned out looking pretty nice. Anyways, I sharpened it on a butcher steel also. Machetes, I prefer just to use a file. You can get a really good edge just with a file. Now this file is two-sided. It has a single cut and a double cut. The double cut will put a very aggressive edge on it. I actually prefer the edge that the double cut leaves on the machete. If you're cutting some small limbs or small vines, it'll grab them a lot better, and it works really well. You're not going to save with it, but you could chop some stuff up with this thing. Works great. And this machete, I made it out of an old cross-cut saw blade. The steel is too hard. A file just skates right across it. It's doing a little bit, but it's flattening out the teeth on that file. So I got some sandpaper glued to a piece of rubber, and I'll use it kind of like a strop and strop my blade. And that works pretty well on this machete. It's got the harder steel in it. And this thing having the harder steel, the edge on it will last quite a while. It's my favorite machete by far. Well, I appreciate y'all watching, and go check out Chris, the Kentucky Woodsman. You got a great channel. I enjoy watching him, and we'll see y'all next time.